Good morning, YouTube. February 13th, 2021 from Albany, New York. Just to give you some context, the title of this video is going to be something like How I Became Interested in Florida. Well, you're looking at one factor that has had something to do with that. Snowbanks. Let's give you a little context on what the temperature here is in Albany. Can you see that? 10 degrees. All right, guys. Instead of looking at my ugly mug, I'm going to drive, and you can see some scenery on the Central Ave Wolf Road area of Colony, New York, Albany, New York. All right, how I became interested in Florida. A quick background about me is I'm 46 years old. I've worked outside in the utility locating business for 22 years for a local municipality. And when I hit age 40, the cold just really started to bother me. I don't know why. Well, getting old or what, but we're working on trying to get healthier. So that's why we're here in context at the mall, which is Colony Center. Right there. And why are we at the mall at 8:30 in the morning? I just did an hour walk. I did 4 laps because you can't walk outside because it's 10 degrees out. So my uncle says to me, "What are you, an old guy walking in the mall?" And there are some older folks here who are mall walkers. But you know what, guys? I love to walk, and I refuse to walk out in 10-degree fucking weather. Sorry. Anyway, back to the video on how I became interested in Florida. Worked outside for at least 22 years locating utilities, and at age 40 it began to really bother me. And I used to own a dog. I used to own a Doberman Pinscher named Vader. I miss him very much. He was taken, God took him way too soon for me. He only lived 7 years. I miss him every day. Once in a while, someone still, like if I haven't seen somebody, they ask me about him, or they ask, the memory about him and stuff like that. So it's good because I would walk the neighborhood, and I was always seen with the Doberman. Great dog, by the way. Not for everyone, but if you want more info on that, I can do a video on the Doberman breed, which is the only breed named after a human, by the way. Louis Doberman, tax collector. Anyway, so I was tied to this dog, which is fine. I bought the house, I wanted the dog, I had the job. So I said, I'm owning a dog. Well, they kind of keep you from traveling. So I was never able to get to Florida. It wasn't on my radar. Florida was never on my radar, guys. I just want to make this video to maybe help somebody out. Maybe you'll be interested in it. So my parents were finally just about retired. One was retired before the other one, and they would go down south. They would start in Myrtle Beach, and they would always have these photo albums of them having fun in Myrtle Beach. And they started to talk like it's not as warm as we would like it to be, so they kept creeping further south. And then they were in a little farther south of Myrtle Beach, and then they wound up in this place called Vero Beach, Florida. And then they finally settled on Port St. Lucie, Florida. Guys, I love Port St. Lucie. I have some videos on it. My drive along Jensen Beach. Love it. Watch that. I'll do a video on Port St. Lucie. It is an up-and-coming city. They just did the Crosstown Parkway. It's so user-friendly, pedestrian-friendly. Not like here, we have snowbanks and some of the sidewalks aren't even plowed. So my parents wound up in Port St. Lucie, Florida. And there were these things called snowbirds. I didn't know what a snowbird was. There was a bird that flies south for the winter. Anyway, this is, if you don't know, it's older folks who generally live up north, and they spend the winter down south where it's warm. And I could never go because of my dog. I didn't want to board him. I boarded him once just to go over to Boston, and he didn't do well, and he got sick, and I think that was the downturn of him, actually. So I was reluctant to go to Florida because of my dog. And we're just going to stop in Dunkin' Donuts here, guys, so come along for the ride. Pardon me while I'll be at the drive-thru. We're going to keep talking through this. I'm very hungry. You're going to see me order a lot of food and pig out. So I couldn't go. So eventually, God took my dog home to the Rainbow Bridge. I miss Vader very much. Wouldn't change it for anything. He went quick. He didn't have any pain. But it was time. He had some type of cancer running through him, and it just wasn't good. But I gave him a great life, and I know I did, and I have no regrets. So now, I wasn't tied to anyone. I was still single. Big house, no dog, and you know what Mom and Dad said, why don't you come down to Florida and visit us for a week? I'm like, you know what? Yeah, why not? Now, granted, guys, I haven't been to Florida. The only time I was in Florida was in second grade. Second grade, 1982, we went to Jacksonville to visit my father's friend from work. And my father was a utility locator, by the way, for Niagara Mohawk, now National Grid. It's funny how you wind up in the same career as your father. And we met Louis Slubsky down there. Then we went further to Orlando and then to Miami. And I was on the 50-yard line on the Miami Dolphin Orange Bowl Stadium or whatever it was called. And that was great. And we stayed in a little trailer park. And I remember orange trees everywhere. And we had a 3-wheeled bike. That's all I remember. I was in second grade. So now Mom said, come to Florida, visit us. Oh my God, guys. When I flew into West Palm, I literally cried a bit. I had a tear because Florida was never on my radar. Ever, ever, ever. I was just busy working, taking care of my dog, taking care of my house. And when I flew in, I'm like, oh my God, it's January. And I just saw a palm tree as we're landing on the runway. And I got out and I'm like, I felt like kissing the pavement because we've been in this cold weather for so long. And I can't believe that this was being held back from me. There's people living down here, this good life. They can wear shorts and t-shirts and sandals in the middle of winter. Well, yes, guys, they can. And that's how I got reintroduced to Florida. Hang on, guys. We're going to place an order.
Hi, what can I get for you for?
Hi, may I have a sausage, egg, and cheese on a croissant?
Okay.
3 orders of hash browns.
All right.
And a Diet Coke.
Come on down.
Thank you. I know, guys. Don't bust on me with the Diet Coke. The 3 orders of hash browns they're small, guys. Come on. I need 3. 1 for the drive to my place, and then 2 to eat while I'm there, because they are small. There's only like 6. Anyway. So that was my introduction to Florida, reintroduction to Florida. Parents are in over 55 park. Guys, everyone seems happy down there. Now, Florida is a melting pot. You get all kinds of people and all kinds of drivers. So this will just touch on just a quick little spots of points of Florida. I'm going to do a video on Port St. Lucie. But Florida in general, my God, it was such a relief just to get out of the cold for a week. And it sucks coming back home to New York. It sucks. It's like the rude return home. Why am I here? As you're flying in, you see the white snow on the ground. And when you walk out of that Albany Airport terminal, holy shit, what a rude reawakening that is, old boy. Hang on, I got to put my mask on. We're still in the pandemic. But while I'm there, they have over 55 parks. So that's my plan. I am planning on staying at the job that I'm at so I can get my retirement. Now, I did have thoughts of leaving, guys, and going straight to Florida. But I have a family that is not really willing to do that, and I got to provide for them and take care of them. And that's the plan. Unless God calls me otherwise, to do otherwise, the plan is to finish out and get the pension. The pension is for life, guys. This is a New York State pension. granted, we don't come to the town. The town, I work for a town, but we buy into the New York State pension. And the saying is always this: we don't come to work for the town to get rich. We come for the benefits, and the health, dental, and the pension are all worth it, and the deferred compensation plan. So I plan on taking my New York State pension right to Florida. Thank you very much. Screw you, Governor Cuomo. You're the worst governor ever. Anyway, this isn't a political channel. So Florida is awesome. Parents are in over 55 park. Guys, I'm out there walking in the middle of January or February, and I'm like shorts and t-shirt and bright sunshine. I'm walking by people. They're greeting and saying hello, hello. One guy puts his arms out and looks up and he goes, "Hey, no extra charge." I'm like, he's right, man. No extra charge for this weather. Wow. So that's how I grew to love Florida, by being in pain, working in the cold weather for all these years. It didn't hit me until around age 40. Like, this sucks. Like, I'm hurting. Hang on, guys. I got to pay for this. Here's a plane. Wrong way, asshole. Go back to Florida. Hi. No thanks. So, that was how I got reintroduced to Florida, guys. And I love it down there. Thank you. Thank you. All right, have a great day. Thanks. All right, guys, we got our food. We got to go check out my parents' apartment because they're in Florida. So we're going to go there and eat this. Isn't that funny? I got to go check the Snowbird's apartment. And that's the other thing. They downsized, sold the house. Now, all they got to do is put the key in the door and go to Florida. They ain't got to worry about a water leak or a roof leak or something going wrong with the house. The apartment company takes care of it. How freaking awesome is that? They have paved the way. I just like to say a thank you to Mom and Dad for paving the way for me, showing me Florida, showing me how they do it. And now I know exactly where I want to go. Spanish Lakes, Port St. Lucie, Spanish Lakes 1. Guys, there is lot rent. It's a double wide modular home, it's beautiful, beautiful. And any older modular or single wide that gets replaced, they replace it down there with a concrete structure home, concrete block home, CBS home. So the park keeps getting updated, and it's beautiful. Under the driveway, you got your shade, your awning. It's freaking great. Your carport, Jensen Beach is right there. You got Tradition right there in Port St. Lucie. My thing, I'm a caricature artist, so I'm going to be doing caricatures somewhere down there. I don't know where. I don't know if I should go to Orlando in my early retirement years and do the caricatures at the theme parks, or if I should just go straight to Port St. Lucie. I'm undecided on that. But there's going to be, I'm going to be busy, and I do metal detecting. I have a Garrett metal detector. I just like to go. They don't call it the Treasure Coast for nothing. I haven't found anything yet down there, just some change. But they have found gold royales down there, up by Sebastian Inlet. Anyway, guys, this is the quick video on how I got reintroduced to Florida. It's thanks to my snowbird parents, and it was the passing of my dog that freed me up to go down there. I love Vader. I miss my dog Vader. But you know what? Florida is for me. People say, oh, it's too flat. I'm like, too flat? Look at this. We got salt on the roads, snowbanks. I'll take a flat landscape. And they say it's too hot also in the summer. Guys, I'd rather have it too hot than too cold. Granted, you can't beat New York State in the summer, guys. I'm sorry, Florida, you just can't. You cannot beat being on the beach on Lake George. See my video on Lake George Village, guys. You'll know why. $1 Million Beach, boat landing. We got Saratoga. We got Latham, New York, Troy, New York, the home of Uncle Sam. Guys, the places are really good to eat around here, too. I'm sorry. Florida's got the better seafood. I'll give them that. But you can't get a good pizza in Florida. Good God. can't. I think it's something to do with the humidity and the water and the dough. It's just something about this New York Hudson water up here, Hudson River water. Anyway, guys, that's how I got reintroduced to Florida. More videos on Port St. Lucie to come. Hopefully you get to Florida and get out of the cold for a little bit. I know my plan. I know what I'm going to be doing. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, guys. Thank you.